face.
You're going to create a Y with your body and your arms. This muscle works
You're
the lower
best athlete in the world. Then.
We are charting a new course for golf. It's time for Inside Golf.
Hi again, everybody. Welcome to Inside Golf with Colleen Wolfe, Harry Donahue. We're back in Myrtle Beach, about halfway through our tour of Myrtle Beach. And today, two spectacular courses, both in North Carolina, the North Carolina side, right? We have River's Edge and also Carolina National.
Carolina National, beautiful, beautiful spot. And you know what else? It's an Audubon sanctuary facility. So the views are spectacular. There's wildlife everywhere. And where we are right now.
How about these views?
I know.
Not too bad, of the marsh and the river right behind it. In fact, it's the first thing you notice when you drive into the parking lot.
Absolutely.
The views will just stop you in your tracks, and you'll say, I can't wait to get out on this Arnold Palmer design. Coming up from Myrtle Beach, River's Edge and Carolina National.
Inside Golf has been brought to you by Yingling, America's oldest brewery, and by Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where America goes to play. Visit online at phillytomyrtle.com. And the Philadelphia Section PGA, celebrating 90 years.
The Philadelphia Section of the PGA of America is celebrating 90 years. Since 1921, the professionals of the Philadelphia Section have proven themselves to be the players, teachers, managers, and stewards of the game of golf in the Philadelphia area. They are the experts in the game and business of golf. Please join us in celebrating our 90-year commitment to the game of golf.
The region's only Fred Couples signature design facility, Carolina National showcases 27 holes surrounded by the natural beauty of Brunswick County. Carolina National attracts not only eager golfers, but droves of wildlife as well. As an Audubon certified sanctuary, it's easy to see why this course is a refuge for all.
Back to nature, it's a very pristine setting here in rural Brunswick County. We're the furthest north course in Golf Holiday and the greater Grand Strand area. We view it as a good thing. It's as you saw riding around the golf course, we saw hawks, we saw red-headed woodpeckers, we saw deer. The wildlife is abundant out here. It's a very quiet, natural setting. As we mentioned, it is an Audubon sanctuary golf course. We do adhere to the regulations inherent in that, and we take that very seriously. But it's a little bit of a departure from many golf courses in the area in that it is so, hate to keep using the word pristine, but it is a very pristine, quiet, enjoyable setting.
And even in the most relaxing atmosphere, these 27 holes will test any golfer.
Well, 3 nines, each named after shorebirds, egret, heron, and ibis. Egret and heron a little bit longer than the ibis, but multiple tee placements in all the holes. We can set it up on the black tees, which is the furthest of our 5 sets of tees here, and it'll challenge the best of golfers. It'll challenge Freddie. You can go all the way down to the other end of the spectrum to the white tees, which is the ladies' tees, with very few, if any, forced carries. So even the high handicap gals can enjoy the golf course quite a bit. Bent grass greens, Bermuda wall-to-wall for the rest. So spring and fall, peak of the golf season, our greens are in peak condition because it is a cooler season grass.
But no matter what time of year it is, you can expect some of the best par 3s in the area.
5 is probably our signature hole. We're blessed with some great par 3 holes here, but this is definitely it. We're out here on the rather pristine setting, the winding river and the marsh surrounding it. 5 features, as all our holes do, multiple tee placements. We have 5 sets of tees. We have the gold tees for the low handicap golfers, the black tees still for the low handicap golfers. We're on the black tee on number 5, about 175-yard carry over the marsh, about 200 yards to the center of the green. We have the blue tees, which is where most of our club members and our golfers play from, off to the right, and then 2 more tee placements over further right, the shortest of which for the ladies, the white tees. There is no forced carry for that. That's one thing that's very nice out here. The ladies that don't play quite as well as others can kind of dribble the ball down the fairway and still enjoy their round of golf. Well, we're on 5 Ibis. Again, you see the wetlands, the marsh, and the winding river. We'll see that the green is right directly behind the green. 165-yard par 3 here from the black tees, or the gold tees rather. You've got about 150 to 55 yards of carry from here. On this hole, you can actually see all the multiple tee placements all the way down to the white tee, where the gals do have a very small carry across. We are on high ground here. The green is partially fill, bulkheaded up, partially high ground. Good hole, not quite as difficult as 5 Heron where we were before, but just another one of the great par 3 holes we have on the 27 holes here at Carolina National. You can set pin placements to set the hole up very easy, or you can put it on the left side over there behind the bunker and adjacent to the river, and it is all you want on this hole. We're out here on a rather clear morning with very little breeze, but you can imagine when you get a little wind going, this can be a challenge. A little shorter hole, but definitely still very much of a challenge. We're on 7 Ibis, nice par 5 hole. You can see here from the black tee, we've got about 140 yards of carry across the water to the elevated fairway. Your target line is the large oak in the distance. It's a subtle double dogleg. Beyond the first oak target tree is a large red oak right directly in the fairway that you have to go around either side to the green, but it's a 3-shot hole at 530 yards. Some of the really long hitters possibly could get home in 2, but it's going to take a pretty good pop off tee to get there. Bunkers guard the green. Good solid par 5 hole. Fred Couples and Gene Bates did a good job in designing just a good solid golf course. No gimmicks, but there's a lot of challenge in the holes. We're on 9 Ibis par 4. The gold tees here, 394 yards. You actually have 2 fairways. The bunker down the middle, here's one where you don't want to hit it down the middle. You've got the shorter carry to the right fairway, a little more spacious. But if you choose the right fairway, you're going to be going across the bunkers and a little tougher second shot into the green. If you choose the tougher drive to the left with the smaller fairway, it opens the green up, so you have a much easier approach shot into the green. Somewhat unique. You see the trees in the fairways as well, the small live oaks that divide the 2 separate fairways on this particular hole. Good golf hole, good finishing hole. We're on Heron number 9, classic finishing hole, par 5, 587 yards from the black tees, the back tees here. You've got about 200 yards of carry to the fairway, about 240 to the dogleg left. From the back tees here, it's going to be a really long hitter to try to cut the dogleg and go with the bunkers. The play here is straight away, and for the really long player that can knock the ball over the bunkers, then he does have a chance to go at the green. It's, again, somewhat of a double dogleg with green off to the right. After the fairway bends left for the second shot, you'll see down there, but ample driving area out there. The key here is getting the distance in the right direction.
Fortunately for Arthur and the rest of the staff, working at this course is just as enjoyable as playing around here.
When you're here every day, you love the facility you're at, and we think a lot of it, but more importantly to us is what everybody else thinks. And we do get rave review from the golfers, but Golf Digest magazine ranked us with a 4.5-star rating out of 5, which we're very proud of that. So when somebody else, especially experts like Golf Digest, give you that kind of recognition, it means a lot.
All right, so let's run through the offerings here at Carolina National.
Well, complete pro shop, as you would expect. The dining, snack bar, locker rooms, shower facilities with towels. We'll even give you a towel if you want to take a shower. So it's a nice country club setting in this residential development.
And not many things work up an appetite like a day on this Myrtle Beach course. So, what's on the menu?
Pretty much anything you want. We do evening dining 2 nights a week, fine dining 1 night a week. George is a culinary master. Lunch, homemade soups, pretty much anything you think of for a country club lunch. So if you're coming out to play the entire 27 holes, you can spend the day and really enjoy yourself out here, from a meal to the golf to a shower after the round if you want in our locker room. If you're coming down from the north, if you're driving in, if you're coming from the northeast, the Midwest, or the Mid-Atlantic, you're coming down out of the 95 or 85, then 95 on down. And the best way to get to the beach now with the new roads west of Myrtle Beach is to get off on I-40, go through Wilmington. There's a shortcut around Wilmington, and you're kind of spilling out on 17 here. That's the gateway to the Myrtle Beach area. We're as I said, we're the furthest north course. You can play your way in, get you an extra round of golf on the way in, or on the day you're leaving, get up early, play a round of golf, and you're that much closer to your final destination. So a lot of golfers do that. It's kind of fun.
Whether you are playing in or playing out of Myrtle Beach, Arthur wants to be sure that you leave wanting more.
One, want to leave feeling like they had a good day of golf at the golf course and enjoyed themselves, and there's a value. But what we want them to say is, well, this is a must play for our next trip back to the area. That's what we want them to say.
And from Carolina National, we're coming right here to River's Edge. We're going to take a look at the signature hole, the 9th. The green's right over my shoulder. We'll be talking to Bobby McCrimmon about it. He's the director of golf. That's next on Inside Golf from Myrtle Beach.